Welcome to Solutions Studio. This is a free series on C programming language. If you like these videos, please subscribe to follow along with this series. Also, please like and leave a comment and share the video to help spread this series. Welcome to this episode, and I have another exercise for you, converting from seconds to hours, minutes and seconds. So write a program that asks the user to enter the total time elapsed in seconds since an event occurred, and convert the time to hours, minutes and seconds, and the time should be displayed as this format: hours, minutes and seconds. Use the modulus operator. That's the hint. Start coding and try to solve this problem, then come back to this video and see how I did it. Welcome back. Now let's go and create this program. Here I have created three integers, one integer for the time that's elapsed in seconds, another one for the time that's elapsed in minutes, and another one for the time that is elapsed in hours. The time that's elapsed in seconds, we will get that from user, and for the time that's elapsed in minutes and hours, we will do our calculations to come up with those values. Here I've created a prompt for the user to enter the time elapsed in seconds, and I will store that value into that variable which is called time elapsed in seconds. This is the variable, and I will store the value from the user into this variable. Now here we come to the tricky part of our program. We are trying to calculate the time that's elapsed in minutes. So the time that's elapsed in minutes is equal to the time that's elapsed in seconds divided by 60. For example, if I have 100 seconds and if I divide it by 60, I have 1 minute. That's the one in here. Ignore this part as we are not going to work with the floating points at this moment. So it's going to be 1 minute. Now, how do I calculate the remainder of the seconds? Because about 40 seconds will be remaining. The 40 seconds that is going to be remaining is going to be calculated using this statement. Time elapsed in seconds is going to get a new value, and that value is that time elapsed in seconds mod 60. So, for example, if I have 100 once again, and if I mod it with 60, you can see that the remaining is 40. 1 minute went into the division, and the 40 seconds is remaining with us here in the time elapsed in seconds, and we have given the time elapsed in seconds a new value. Now we're going to use the same logic here with hours as well. We're trying to figure out if the time that is elapsed in minute, it's more than 59, then it becomes an hour. And how do we calculate the hour? The time that's elapsed in hours is equal to the time that's elapsed in seconds divided by 60. For example, if I have 100 minutes and if I divide it by 60 minutes, I have 1 hour. And how do I find the remaining minutes? Well, let's go and do a mode. If I have 100 minutes and if I mode it with 60, then I have 40. That's the remaining minutes. And that's how we have found the minutes as well, the remaining minutes as well. Now let's go and print this information to the user. And finally, it's time for us to display the time elapsed in this format for the user. And we have used printf in here and the variables that we had created before and the values that we had calculated before. Now let's go and save this program. Let's go and execute this program. I have done a mistake. Okay, I have the spelling for include is not correct. So the time elapsed in seconds, let's assume that it's less than 1 minute, maybe 30 seconds. You can see that it's 30 seconds and the format is in this format. Let's go and do it once again. This time, let's assume that it is 61 seconds. You see that it's 1 minute and 1 second. And now let's go and assume that the time that we want is about 5,000 seconds. That is 1 hour, 23 minutes and 20 seconds. That's it for this episode. See you in the next one.